Welcome to Quick Talk with Dedrick and Jackie. I'm Pastor Dedrick Messenger. This is my good friend Jackie Collins, where we discuss current issues and trending news that is going around the United States and in our community. So I hope today is going to be a good day. I know Sister Jackie's going to bring some things to us that we want to talk about. So let's look at this. What you got for us?
So we have so much going on in the news. So we wanted to bring some quick topics ahead, and we're just going to be spinning a lot of topics. We're going to talk about some serious issues. We'll talk about some fun issues, and then we'll just move on. So, one big serious issues that has been going on in Memphis, Tennessee was the murder of Tyre Nichols. So, Pastor, as a former cop and a citizen, what do you think happened?
I'm gonna say this. I say this. This is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think what happened was the guys that did this to my young brother.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't the first time they done something like this to somebody.
I said the same thing.
So, because it's almost impossible to act in such a way when it's your first time.
Exactly.
There was no hesitation of should I do this or do this or do this.
Right.
So it showed me that this was something that they had done, probably countless times and got away with it.
Mm-hmm.
And even I was thinking that the police department condoned it
Mm-hmm.
because, excuse me, there was nothing that they said that we've never heard of this before, we never did this, we never did. They didn't come out and do that. They were just
Right.
about that part right there.
Right.
And I think they sent those guys out just to harass people and to do things, or to make them know we're out here. So whatever we do, you got to be afraid of us. I forget what they call themselves.
The Scorpion Unit or something like that.
Okay, here comes Scorpion Unit.
Yeah.
We can go back to other major cities and they had names that we knew from back in the day. I remember I didn't even know. I was from Bolivar, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
But I heard there was a unit in Detroit called the Big Four. That's all I heard of. Just doing people, drug dealers and gang members and stuff like that, and just beating you up.
But are you saying you don't think it was created for a good cause?
Well, what I'm saying, I think
like...
a lot of times everything is created for a good cause.
Okay.
But what happens is that when you don't babysit what you do, it's like a business. I can start a business, and if I never go in as the manager, ain't no telling what's going to be happening in my kitchen.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? They're like, well, why you didn't know that was happening? Because I didn't have my hands on it.
Right.
So you're out there in the community just doing what you want to do. And you get a complaint here, but most people just don't follow through. Man, he pulled me over for no reason. He did, it's small things. So here we are now. Now we're hearing people come out saying that's the same unit that stopped me. Right. Those are the same brothers that harassed me many years ago or a few weeks ago. So I think what they did, just my opinion again, is that they got out of hand. And what happens is when things get out of hand, and I'll go back to just dealing with friendship. When we did mischievous stuff, nobody ever said that's enough. We just did it and laughed about it until we got tired. I'm just being, as kids, and they would act more so they had more to act like children. Hey man, oh man, used to talk when they got finished. Man, you did this, man. Oh yeah, man, you got to do this to him. I had to do this. That's what they were doing.
It's not funny, but you know what? That's a very good point because we did like children.
Like children.
That's exactly what's. And if you think about the age of them, Pastor, they are pretty young and probably pretty young in the force. And consider this also. I think several of those guys, if not all of them, had been to college and got a degree and stuff. So nothing made you say in your mind, "Hey, y'all, this is too much."
Right.
Again, I'm thinking the same thing you were thinking is that they thought, "Hey, we do this all the time."
All the time. And notice that one of them. I think one of them said something like, "He's still alive. Look at him over there. He moving." So I didn't hear that. I think one of them said something like that. I may be wrong, but I'm almost sure he did. But the key is that it meant that, you know what, he all right. You know, we didn't did what we had to do. We didn't kill him. You see.
I gotta plug this piece, and then we'll move on to another quick topic. Do you think that they thought everything was going to be okay, considering some of them were in Greek organizations or a Greek organization and had probably been hazed and
You know what?
things
I
had
brought that
happened?
up.
So I'm like,
I brought
wonder
that
if
up
they
to
thought it was gonna be okay.
to one of my fraternity brothers, and I say, you know what? This is going to backfire on their fraternity, on their fraternity, the one that they're in, because they can literally say that they were programmed through hazing. Through hazing. That they were programmed through hazing. So they never got that out of their system. So it was something that automatically clicked when they got into that. So they, and all of them being in the same fraternity, I was hazed. So now I'm doing what was happening to me, and I didn't have no thought process of what I was doing.
I guess it's kind of like we look at it in the school, bullying.
bullying. So you didn't have no thought process. And, a bully never think about what he's doing. And a lot of times, I can contest to the hazing part of it, because we all come through fraternities back in the day. I mean, early '80s, I pledged, and nobody had any kind of rules or whatever. That was when every time you turn around, some black fraternity had done killed somebody. And, everybody had something on their plate. Q, Kappa, Alpha, Sigma. Somebody had something on their plate from hazing. How did we do that? Because nobody said stop.
Nobody said stop. All right, that's it. Good points. Let's move on to another topic. We just want to make them quick. We want to
quick
touch
talk,
on
y'all.
real quick.
This is quick talk. We're gonna do it quick. This is what we're doing, y'all. We'll stay on some of them a little long, but this is quick talk.
All right. Okay, this one is kind of interesting. Beyonce is getting ready to come to the city. She's coming to many cities. So tell me just how much would you pay for a ticket to see Beyonce?
Hey.
I mean, just think about it. If you were a big fan. Now, don't say, I'm not even a Beyonce fan. I know you're a pastor.
I didn't say that.
But
You know what? I think Beyonce makes some fantastic music.
Okay. And she got a good performance now.
I've seen some of her stuff on TV. I ain't never seen it in concert, but from what I see, she puts on a heck of a show. Let me say it like that.
What if your wife or your daughter said, we gotta go see Beyonce? How much would you pay for those tickets?
Me? You know what? Today, I would be reasonable today. If my daughter and my wife just said they wanted to go to see Beyonce, I would have to put a cap about $500 on it.
Per ticket?
No, $250.
You just said she makes great music. Then you talking about you have your wife and your daughter saying we gotta go. Now I haven't heard that Beyonce tickets are at $250. I know what I'm saying. So it doesn't seem like they're gonna be able to go. Pastor, do you think people are going to take their money that they need for bills and buy a ticket?
You know what? They are. I'm gonna tell you why. You know why I say this? Because they get their hair done with money they pay bills with. They get their fingernails done with money they pay bills with. They put rims on their car for money they pay bills with. I can keep going and going and going. They are. You know what? God bless Sister Beyonce, because that's her thing.
Right.
And me as a businessman, I say, hey, put a price on yourself and don't let nobody else put a price on you. You know what? There's always a market. You got your clientele. That's why I don't shop at the Lamborghini dealership, because I can't afford it. So I can't shop at Beyonce tickets, for that price. But, this is going to put so many people in the hole, because, they're going to say this is a once in a lifetime thing. And she's coming out of not having a concert in such a long time. You're talking about what she just made $25 million for a party that didn't last 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? So she's making her money. And, I have no problem with that. But the key is that so many people that can't think that they can't afford this
Mm-hmm.
because they're operating on impulse. They say, I just got to be there.
Gotta go.
Yeah. Hey, I couldn't do it, Sister Jackie.
I was kind of listening to.
What about you? Give me a number before we go. Quick talk, right quick.
Ooh. Okay, so
How
I'm
much
not,
you pay? How much you pay?
I'm not a Beyonce fan in that manner where I would pay a lot of money to go see her, but I've seen her like perform on TV and everything. And I'm just not really a concert goer, so I probably would be a little bit biased. But if it was something, okay, I'll put it in this context. My husband loves what's that? Silk Sonic.
Mm-hmm.
He loves that group. So I was gonna surprise him, and I looked up tickets in Vegas. Those tickets was $400 and some each, and I probably would do that. So that's kind of tempting. But he loves Silk Sonic, and it wouldn't be like. Let me just be clear. It wouldn't be like I'm gonna take
but you know what?
the money that I gotta pay a bill.
Well,
with
let me
and
jump in
stuff
there.
like that.
When you making $12 an hour, a $400 ticket is uncalled for.
I don't know if you can afford a $400
That's
ticket
what I'm
if you're
saying.
making $12 an
But
hour.
those are the people that's going to be there. A lot of them.
That's not true. But there will be some people there with
No.
a lot of
There's
money.
going to be
You
some
know
people.
that.
No. I'm not talking about those people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's going to be a lot of money there that people can't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be a lot of people there that then gave everything they had to get there. And Monday they're going to suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is quick talk.
This is quick talk. Let's go to another topic real quick. So let's talk about this, Pastor. Well, you know, a lot of people are, particularly women, they're single and probably looking for that perfect man. I'm just wondering, in your opinion, and from a male's perspective, why do you think that they can't find a good old man?
You know what, Sister Jackie, I got a 23-year-old daughter. This is a good topic right here, quickly.
Ooh.
And I have to constantly tell her that your demands are too far-fetched.
Meaning what?
Well, I'm gonna give you a
Her
prime example.
demands?
This is what I'm saying. Yeah, for her demands for what she wants out of a man is sometimes too far-fetched.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's dating this guy and she wanted to go to McDonald's and they didn't have this and she ended up making him talking about he needed to drive her to 6 McDonald's till they found what they wanted.
No.
Yeah, I said, what did 6 McDonald's? That's crazy.
That's not
And I
true.
said, yeah, yes, it is. Or and he lives, you know, a ways off, you know, and like I said, you stop making him come down here using his money to see you. I said, you know, he need to save money. No, he need to be here. If he like me, he need to be here and spend his money and all. See, these are the things. This is why you can't help me, because the demands are so far-fetched that it's unrealistic sometimes. The things that you want, because I was telling her that you can't look at me and your mother's relationship and ask your husband ask your boyfriend to do what I do for my wife as a husband. He can't afford roof, Chris. I can. You see what I'm saying? You can't afford more. I can. You know, those are the things I was telling them about. I said, this is just crazy. You can't demand that.
Well, you know, here's my little 2 cents about it. So I think that the demands are a big part of it, but also you're looking for things that you can't come to the table with.
Right.
So I'm looking for that lawyer, that doctor, that engineer, I guess, because we feel like they make a lot of money. But are you going to bring that same salary to the table and match that?
Well, let me break in this. It may not be the same salary, but can you bring the same percentage to the table? Because, you know, if he makes $1,000, let's just use round figures. If he makes $1,000 a day and you make $100 a day, you want him to bring 90% to the table. Can you bring 90% of your 100 to the table?
I can't.
I mean, but you understand what I'm
I'm going to
saying?
be dead, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. You know,
So I just use that. You know, it's not about...
Or he's got to be college educated, and you know, there is some good men out there that may not be college educated.
Amen.
Or he has to be able to buy you this type of house or drive this type of car. But as long as the car is not like just broken down, he's getting around in it. What is the real issue? I think sometimes we are looking for things that are not necessary.
Well, let
It's
me
not
say
necessary
this.
as long as you got it. My car is not no, 2022 this, but it gets me where I'm going. I think it's a nice vehicle.
Well, I think, as I say often in the pulpit, we're looking for the lovely. We want the appearance of that we're looking good, that we're doing good.
Always.
And you get a lot of these couples, if they could really sit down with you, because I see this a lot. They come to my desk. We house poor. But we live over here in this big neighborhood. We car poor because we got these Mercedes and Lexuses and BMWs and Land Rovers and all this stuff in our driveway. We don't have any money in the bank because we want people to we traveling all the time. We're doing all these things, and we want people to think that we got it going on. But really, that relationship is broken from the beginning because you did it through you built it through substance. You didn't build it through the glue of hard work and honoring each other and saying, you know what? I'll give you a prime example. When me and my wife first got married, we had a couple that got married a week before we did, and they said, we're going to wait if y'all want to wait, and all four of us can go on a honeymoon together. And they want to take a honeymoon to Hawaii for 2 weeks. 2 weeks now. I said 2 weeks. I'm now you got to remember now I'm from Tennessee down here in Nashville, Antioch, Tennessee, working every day, saving money just to get married. And they said 2 weeks, but I saved money. But I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna tell you something. We can go to Hawaii, spend all our money. I got enough money that we can go buy a house right now, and we can get in that house and get out this apartment that I'm in. And I said, Hawaii, you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
But the opportunity to buy this house may not be there when we go to Hawaii and become broke. Needless to say that my friends that went to Hawaii, they never bought a house.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They never could rebound from it.
Yeah, because you started off in the hole.
There you go. You just started off in the hole.
Especially, you probably paid a lot of money for a big wedding as well.
There you go.
And then, and people do that. They spend so much money on a lavish wedding, and then
and nobody remembers that day after a week ago.
No.
My man, I'll tell you, this is man,
I can tell you how I will remember it.
Yeah.
If you have good food and it's a good DJ there.
And that's what they remember. But the problem was
how was it dressed?
Didn't nobody really say nothing a week later. Exactly. I mean, me and Sister Jim were so tired. We went home, went back to the apartment, and laid back on the bed and woke up the next day.
Right.
And they're like, y'all didn't go to no party, y'all people wait for you. I said, I was just burnt out. But the key was that who cared about. I didn't have a story about where your honeymoon at. We went to church the next Sunday. We got married Saturday. We was in church on Sunday. And the pastor said, y'all in church? I said, yeah, we got a place to go. Needless to say, now I got my finances in order. I mean, we'd have been to all those places that we wanted to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we did it without having a burden, but we worked together. And I think that relationship thing, the reason we can't get this relationship, you're asking for too much up front. As opposed to saying, what is the potential of this guy?
Correct.
What is the potential of this young lady? She got potential. You want the package deal. You want them zeros behind his name. You want the looks. You want all this. You want all this. You want all this. Well, you can get that. But I promise you that I've seen this. Probably about 75% of those always go south, as I say, in divorce, as I'm saying.
Well. Yeah.
Because you just can't keep up with stuff.
Is that the number one reason that people get
the number one,
right?
Yeah, number one reason for divorce is finances. Number two is children.
Yeah. I didn't know number two was children. Okay. Yeah. All right. You all know this is Quick Talk, so we're gonna move on to another topic. Let's go to a serious topic again. Past the double amputee out in California. I don't know if you saw that where these 3 cops shot this man and he didn't even have any legs and he did have a knife. So here's my understanding of the story from what I could tell in the news, and what the news reported was he had stabbed somebody with a knife at a gas station. And then, they were trying to, I guess, arrest him or what have you. And he was making motion like this. But I'm thinking, the distance that they were, and I'm kind of, I guess, being a little biased, somebody threw a knife at me from a distance. I might be able to dodge it, but they shot and killed this man with no legs.
Let me ask you a question,
Are they guilty of murder?
I haven't seen the video,
Mm-hmm.
and I heard about it, but I haven't seen the video. So was he standing on the ground with his torso?
Yeah, he's right. Well, he had the upper part of his legs, but not from knee
okay.
down.
He had from knee down. So
Yeah,
he's from the
got-
knee down. Okay.
And he was,
He just standing there. Okay,
he could get around. He was
and they
walking away
had
from
they had
him.
a good distance from him,
Yeah, I would
per
say, a pretty.
and they shot him and killed him.
Yeah, like
Well,
all of them was
I tell you
firing at
something.
him as he was walking, and
Yeah. But
trying
you
to
know
walk
what?
and get away.
I think a lot of people, a lot of policemen are trigger happy too. Let me say that they're looking for a reason to fire their service weapon.
Mm-hmm.
As me, I even if I was gonna, just say if I even wasn't a policeman,
Mm-hmm.
and a double amputee was talking smack to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought I wouldn't even fight him because I would have enough remorse to say I'm not gonna jump on a guy with no legs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do this. Anything, you know what? I'm gonna walk away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Let him catch me. That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk away from him.
But in this
And that could've
situation,
been
he
avoided.
had stabbed a man
But I understand
supposedly at
that.
the gas station, but
But
they
he
still
didn't
should have
kill
been
the-
able
did
to
he kill
take
the
him
man?
in. No, I don't think so. No, because I saw the man. They showed the man in the hospital, but they still should have been able to take him into custody without killing him. That's just
and
my
I think so.
opinion.
Yeah. Well,
You know.
they should have. I mean, that shouldn't have been any reason.
I mean, he's trying to get away kind of quickly, but there is no way anybody could run and catch up with him. So I'm just
you can't say that he posed a threat to come after us and we couldn't get out the way.
Mhm.
You can't say that he posed a threat to flee the scene.
Mhm.
You can't say any of that.
right.
So now that was wrong.
Mhm.
I mean, regardless of what he had done, I'm not trying to put a blanket on him and say what he done was not wrong.
Correct.
But I'm just saying, I think once we get there to a scene of a crime, that we have to go through so much, in the police academy and all this stuff to learn how to de-escalate stuff, and they're constantly talking about it.
Ooh.
And I'm let me ask this question: what race was the double amputee?
He was a black guy.
What race was the policeman that killed him?
Well, it was 3 cops shooting at him, and I think maybe 2 was white, looked like they may have been white, and 1 was black.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah. So it just
I just thought that
again,
they probably could have taken him into
let's go
custody.
back again.
Mhm.
We got somebody that cannot think to say, let's not do this.
Right.
Hey guys, let's stop.
Yeah.
We're gonna wait him out. He can't do
That's
nothing.
true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna wait him out. He can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
See that's my thing. Well, he can't do anything. It's just like if I ran up on a kid that was out there, you know what? This is a 7-year-old kid. He can't do nothing. Even though most people run, we'll catch him somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We know who he is. We got a description of him, whatever. He's not going to get in the car and drive off because if he does turn his back to us, then we can subdue him.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And furthermore, now you could really use your baton. Let me say it like this: to take the knife from him, because all you have to do is hit his wrist. He can't run.
Mm-hmm.
May break his wrist,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what? That's the most that happened to him because he's holding a knife. You could have probably literally walked up to him, being a double amputee. Got both of you, one on each side, and one of you would have been able to take that knife from him.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it happen.
All right, you all know this is Quick Talk, so let's move on to the next topic. This is going to be our last topic, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, here we go. This one is a fun topic to me. Do you think the day after Super Bowl should be a holiday? Because people are not coming to work. Do you think it should be a holiday? Come on, people in the comments. Do you think it should be a holiday?
You know what? I've heard so many people say. I was listening to the radio and the news, and this topic has come up so many times. That the day after Super Bowl should be a holiday, and they were saying that they wanted to swap it out for Columbus Day. Because Columbus didn't discover America anyway. You can't discover something. I'm gonna be there. I don't care what they say.
Okay.
You can't discover something that somebody else already got.
Right.
It's like me coming here. I just discovered a house. It's our house. It don't work like that. But my thing is this: people are not coming to work anyway. Hey! I got a hangover. I got a sick day. You know what I'm saying?
First
I'm
of
gonna
all,
use
Super
it.
Bowl is too late for them to expect for people to be coming to work the next day. Now, I'm going to work. But I'm telling you, a lot of people, they said, what is it saying that this is the day that the largest number
The largest
of people
number,
do
the
not
largest percentage of people miss work
miss
the
work.
day after Super Bowl. First of all, the Super Bowl don't end 11, 12 o'clock at night.
Right.
You know, by the time you hit that second round of food, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
No,
By
it's
the time you sit down and get your blood alcohol level down so that you can get home, it's 4 in the morning. So
or even if they do not make it or will not make it a holiday, you know, it doesn't look like they're going to make it a holiday. Seem like companies will be coming up with a plan. You know, let's plan that we're going to have people out. Okay, just like we work in education.
Yeah.
What is the plan?
You know, they already made a plan for us. Our students ain't coming to school on Monday. You know, they say, hey, we got a professional development day. So, you know, it gives us a little lax time, you know, and it starts later. And, you know, the things you're going to do, you know, it doesn't.
And if they don't show up, it doesn't impact the school.
There you go. You don't have to get a sub.
But
and if you don't show up, then hey, I can just deal with you personally that you missed day.
Right. Or you may just want to call in and take you a sick day because you know that there are no kids there. So it's not really impacting a lot of people. But those people that work in the field of education and kids are going to be there and you're not coming to work, that's going to be a big impact.
Most definitely. And I think the schools are going to be impacted. You know, I mean, you know, we already got 10, 12, 13 people out a day at schools anyway, Sister Jackie.
Wow.
So you might well look for that number to at least go up by 50%. So if you got 10 missing, start looking for 15.
How do you run it? That's impossible to have that many teachers out or employees out and not be able to function. You
won't function. But see, we don't understand that because we really don't care about them functioning when we say I ain't going in anyway. You wake up at 7 o'clock and you got that hangover like, I'm calling in. you ain't thinking about can they function without me? If you did, you would. What do you think? What people think? You know what I'm saying? What do you think?
Yeah.
I think we should change. My vote would be yes.
Let's make it a holiday.
Almost. No. I ain't gonna say a holiday. I said let's make it an off day. You ain't got to make it a holiday because you know when you make it a holiday, you got to vote on it through Congress and all that stuff.
Oh yeah,
but you know we ain't gonna send it to Congress.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna use common sense.
Mm-hmm.
This is a common sense holiday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's off, and I'm gonna give you another one. Nashville, Tennessee State University homecoming. Started. Watch out. So many teachers was missing. What did they start doing? Making fall break the week after TSU homecoming.
Right.
Am I right?
Yeah. That was a good plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a holiday, but somebody said we got to do something because, man, the festivities are just so grand and people are up so late and you know, man, it's an all-night thing. So, boom. Let's make it. We ain't gonna have this. We're gonna follow this day.
That was a great plan.
Great idea.
Because you know people want to support the homecoming festivities. Right. So you know I think that was a very good plan. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna wrap this one up. This is Quick Talk with Derek and Jackie. Dedrick. Why did I say Derek? Dedrick and Jackie. I know your name. Well, let me just do this. Pastor is his real name. Yeah. Let's just call him Pastor. I'm trying to say his name. I never call him Dedrick. I call him Pastor. But we hope that you enjoyed our topics. Please leave us a comment. And this is only our opinion. Everything that we talk about is our opinion. We would love to have some feedback from you. So please tune in next time when we or join us next time for Quick Talk. We would love to have you.
See you later.